one thing is for sure, Mark, we'll play some hot music. It's Griswold. I'm going to spell it phonetically.
Grashevitz.
Griswold. That's what I did.
You did?
I spelled it phonetically, yeah.
You open that first? Yeah, right.
Back and forth. I'm all set. Oh, no, I'm not. Now I'm done.
really was.
Oh, I know.
So loyal.
They had to.
Yeah.
Because to do that, you have to have a 3-year agreement.
He's been around jumper.
Maybe up front, give your hand time. Oh, Kenny Sam's the deuce. Let's get a timeout. I don't remember Josh being that vocal. You remember Josh being that vocal?
Oh yeah. You hit from
Maybe
start
it's
to
just a bit
finish.
different.
But I was talking about you. I was talking about you. I wasn't talking about that.
Oh, wow.
No, he's like yelling at me, all the way across the place.
So Melissa did it. That's a positive. No, and I tested negative. And then I still test positive again.
That tastes positive.
I test positive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. They're doing another.
You already had to get rid of some work.
They're doing a distribution.
Where? Down there?
It's going to be, you're going to pull into the middle school, and you're going to drive up to the high school, and then you get it. You guys even work for Fleckman anymore? Or ever since,
Yeah, I think that's the same guy that was after Russell Wilson.
oh, okay. Yeah, you know, he does. How many people live in Sterling?
17. Nice.
Somebody must have had babies. So, my daughter, the last time she was pregnant, she lost it at the 9-week mark. Well, she scheduled another ultrasound for today because she was nervous at the 9 weeks. So,
Can you tell me what this is? I see 45 of them and I get together and I figure out where this is. See the head?
Did I say how this was David Zach? This is the teacher who did. Yeah. pregnant twice, miscarried both times. Then they went through a whole bunch of tests, and found out that there was some genetic issues, and it was I had to go through a test, and it turned out the syndrome it had didn't get from new alcohol. It could have been from her grandmother. But both his grandmothers were dead, so or the grandfather, but my dad didn't do anything about it. So anyway, they they went through this whole thing at UConn, Farmington, and where they were gonna, he had to get injections, blood draws, every week, shots at home.
Yeah, you really got me committed.
Oh yeah. Um, so when she was ovulating, they were able to go ahead and harvest 14, which is good for them. But then it's going to be like, well, how many are going to make it? You know, so the next stage. And 7 got eliminated quickly. A couple were not good. And then, well, anyway, long story short, they ended up with 2 at the final phase. Then they got frozen. So they got frozen. That was at the sea level. So they put him. No, they said
Hope we can hear. I hope we can hear. Hold on. Hold on.
God, I'm like lightning striking in the middle run. I say, God in the double bars. Oh, damn it, Evans got a yellow card.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to SN's continuing coverage of high school basketball. Once again, the Griswold Wolverines are in action, taking on the Killingly basketball team. It's, myself, Mike Lenarski, along with the Merch, Kevin Merchant. Once again, 2 nights in a row, Kev.
I know, 2 nights in a row. I thought I had a little deja vu going on here, and it actually is.
Not only that, but for all the people that said, oh, there's no audio, wow, there's audio all of a sudden.
Imagine that.
Yeah, we wait till we start, and then we turn the audio up. So last night, Griswold took another loss. They're 1-2 on the season. You got to look at it, I think, in respect to they just really haven't played a lot of games compared to other teams out there.
Yeah, they only have played 2 games with their starters, 2 out of the 3 games that they've played. And last night was just kind of a funny situation where they were very competitive for the first 3 quarters, and in the fourth quarter, East Lyme came out and put it in overdrive, and they were as aggressive as I've seen a team, in a long time. And Griswold got rattled. They unraveled. East Lyme put them on their heels, and they were like deer in the headlights. And not only were they making bad passes, forced turnovers, unforced turnovers, and it seemed like on every turnover, East Lyme would go down and score.
Well, they were ahead going into the fourth. They were ahead, and then they even extended the lead 36-30 last night. And then East Lyme, the Vikings, went on a 22-2 run.
Yeah, well, consider the fact that East Lyme had only scored 30 points in the first three quarters, and they scored 22 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like I say, just Griswold they were on their heels. They just could not do anything right, and even when they did, have passes, they were missing shots. So it just was a really bad situation last night, and hopefully tonight they can come in here and learn from that and turn it around. And I agree with you that an extra 5 games that East Lyme had played versus what Griswold had played, up until last night's game. 5 games adds a lot of experience and a lot of composure to your team. And you could see, I think, that last night it just showed that those extra 5 games for East Lyme came in handy in that fourth quarter.
I think you're right. And they just outplayed. And, I got to say it, and it sounds like sour grapes, but if you can go back and rewatch the fourth quarter, and we even suggested people to go do so, there were a lot of fouls that were not called.
Very questionable. And we mentioned one time where Rob Molesky gets up and starts with the referee.
Yeah.
How often do you see that?
You don't.
Never.
You don't.
And he was kind of right in his face, right in front of us, no less.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Tommy Matson basically got tackled, kicked, punched, ball stolen, and then they get a layup. And it just was a bad no call. And that's just me.
Well, they could have put him in a rear naked choke, and they probably still wouldn't have called it. So
Possibly.
It was well, maybe not, but it was kind of difficult to watch, and it really just took. I think that took the Wolverines out of the game.
Well, I think there were several of those consistently. Their point guard was just killing and mugging our point guard the whole fourth quarter, and nothing was called.
You could hear the slaps. You could hear the slaps on the guy's arm, and they still weren't calling it. I didn't get it. It was kind of It was tough.
And it is what it is. Again, I think the fact that Griswold had only played 2 games up until yesterday had a big influence on how they played that fourth quarter. And they did not come out as aggressive as East Lyme, no doubt about it. And now I think they realize what it's going to take to win, their first ECC game.
They're 1-2 on the season. Killingly, where do they sit?
Killingly's 4-2 overall, and they are actually 4-2 in the ECC. All of their games have been ECC games, whereas Griswold did play Berlin, which was a away non-ECC game, and Griswold is so Killingly's 4-2 overall. They are 1-0 in Division 3, which is the division that Griswold and Killingly are in. So this game tonight has some impact to it. It's not like last night where it was an ECC game, but it was a crossover game because East Lyme is in Division 1, the large school, and Griswold's Division 3. But tonight, Killingly and Griswold in the same division is going to be meaningful. And Griswold is 1-1 in the ECC, where they beat Putnam in the first game 56-50, and then of course they lost last night to East Lyme, so they are 1-1 in the ECC, and 0-0 in Division 3,
right,
because Putnam is in Division 4 of the ECC, the real small schools, and of course we just mentioned that East Lyme is in Division 1, the large schools.
It's a strange season. Obviously, it's COVID-ridden. Games are getting thrown around, postponed, and moved around. This game right here actually was supposed to be played during Christmas break.
Yeah.
And it was postponed until now. That's why we have, 2 games in a row. Actually, 3 they're going to be like. They're playing tomorrow night, I believe.
Friday night
okay,
at home against a very, very tough St. Bernard team,
yeah,
who is, I believe, 6-0 right now, and they are a very talented team. We'll see what these Griswold kids do tonight. I think last night kind of was a gut check. And I think that they're going to have to reach down deep and say, what kind of team do we want to be? And I think Coach probably had a nice little talk with them after the game, and probably before tonight's game. And we'll have to see what last night's game did to them. Is it going to turn them around and motivate them, or is it going to bury them? So we'll see. I expect to see a good game tonight, and I hope it follows the JV game. The JV game was a tremendous game with Griswold winning 47-46.
Yeah.
Killingly had a last-second shot,
yeah.
which did not fall, but that was a terrific game this evening.
All right, they're just about ready to go ahead and announce the starting lineups for both the Killingly basketball team and the Griswold Wolverines. Jacob Strain, first one to be announced. He's number 2. He actually fouled out last night. Michael Strain.
Number 4, junior,
Tommy Matson. Be a point guard. Evan Merchant.
And number 12, junior, Jack Suvanance.
Well, Jack Suvanance, apparently. That's his name tonight. That's Jeff Suvanance. Now, Killingly is going to go ahead and announce their starting lineup. So that's a starting 5 for Griswold.
And now the starting lineup for Killingly, number 3, freshman from Brooklyn Middle School, Johnny Kazantzis.
There's Johnny Kazantzis, number 3, going to get the first one.
A freshman.
Number 21, junior from Brooklyn Middle School, Yanni Barrow.
Yanni Barabo, we've been watching him since a freshman. The kid's a stud.
I've been watching him since 7th grade. He's played against Griswold this time.
Number 1, senior from Killingly School,
Jason Simino.
and number 10, senior.
And then Jason Grishevitz. I missed one of them.
Coached by Jim Crabtree, assisted by Ben Dazonia and Jordan. Tonight's officials are Mr. Robert Stair and Mr. Ahmed Yassin. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America.
You're ready to go with that new spreadsheet, huh? All right, we're just about ready to go. Feeling like taking off their warm-up gear, getting ready to get on the floor. Griswold having some last-minute instruction from Coach Rob Molesky. Coach Crabtree getting his team together. We're about ready to start some basketball. This has always been a difficult place for the Wolverines to play. They don't have a great record here. Last year, during COVID, they played the first game of the year right here at Killingly High School, and was not a good look for the Wolverines. That's for sure.
They started with a whole group of sophomores last year, and they start with a whole group of juniors this year.
Yep.
But you're right, last year's opening game was not one to remember.
No, not at all. It was kind of like a pickup game.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
All right, here we go. Barabo and apparently Jack Suvanance.
Jack. Let's go, Jack. Yeah, Yanni Barabo for the Killingly basketball team.
Yep.
is probably the stud out there for them tonight. He had a great game against NFA, although they got beat pretty badly, 91-59 against NFA. Yanni had 25 points and 15 rebounds against that very strong 8-0 NFA Wildcat team.
Here we go. The tap went to Simino, and Matson is watching Kazantis. There's Baribeau in the middle, fake, but no, back over to Kazantis. He's going to have to kick it back out, and almost stolen.
Already tonight is a already different look, because last night, I think from the opening tip, we had mentioned it looked like a pinball machine out there because the ball was going everywhere. It was just so aggressive and so upbeat last night.
It seems like, let's see what you think. Griswold is a better club when they're slowing it down.
Don't foul him, Evan. Ooh, nice block.
Ball, yeah. And he wants to give him a hug.
Well, Evan knows Jay Grishevitz pretty well. He knows Yanni Baribeau pretty well. He has nothing but good things to say about Yanni Baribeau. He thinks he's a very respectful kid, hard worker, easy to like. Been friends for a long time.
Turnaround jumper by Griswold. No good. Wolverines back with the ball. Here comes Matson. And what I was trying to say earlier is that right before the ball got stolen was that, blocked right in the face of Tommy Matson. Out of bounds, Killingly basketball. When they slow it down and they can set up their play, they're a lot more effective than trying to play. When somebody tries to push the game into a higher speed, sometimes I don't know if it's past their comfort level.
Well, it certainly was last night, Mike. Ooh,
and they
nice
took it from Baribeau. Strain. Back out to Tommy Matson. Looks like they're going to slow it down and set it up. And Baribeau just takes it right away from Subinance, and he puts it in for the first points of the game. Looks like we're gonna get a timeout already. We're gonna get a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout as well. 2-0 Killingly. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
Authorization, enrollment, and activation activities are required. Receive all services. Contact institution for details.
2 lattes, please. On me. Yeah? My free Kasasa Cashback checking account surprised me with sweet cash rewards. So thoughtful. Kasasa Cashback simply appreciates me. It also refunds my ATM withdrawal fees. My Megabank account just takes money out every month without even asking. Sounds like it's time to move on.
Take back the special treatment you deserve with Kasasa Cashback.
Ask for Kasasa Cash Checking at Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank today. Member FDIC.
All right, we are back here at Killingly High School. Mike Minarski along with the Kevin Merchant, and Chris Matson on cam. We just saw Baribeau steal it and bring it all the way down for an easy 2. So that's the only bucket of the ball game so far. 6 minutes left in the first.
What a whole different look, Mike, tonight versus last night with regard to being a controlled ball game. That was a partial block by Baribeau.
Yeah.
Yep.
As Jacob Strain tried to put up a 3. There's Grishevitz, excuse me. There's some difficult names on the Killingly basketball team, so.
Not as bad as a couple other teams we play.
That's true. Look at that.
Very nice pass in. I don't know who made that pass, but that was a nice pass to back to Yanni for another 2.
4-0. Strain puts it up, a little floater, no good. And wow, nice rebound by Kazantis. Just kind of skied right up there. And Strain, 6er right away, and then boom! Baribeau kicks it out of bounds back to Griswold. So here we go.
Griswold's going to have another shooter or 2 step up. So far through 3 games, we have Jeff Subinance, who's averaging, I think, 12.8 points a game, 12.7, and Evan Merchant is averaging 11. But after that, it goes down. They're having trouble getting the ball in the hoop, and they did that same thing last night. Last night, Jeff had 8, Evan had 13, and the other 3 starters averaged 3 8.3 points a game for the game last night.
Wow. Barabo is on point. He just snapped somebody's legs and went right on in for the kill.
And I don't think they have anybody to match up with him either.
Not yet. 6-0 Killingly.
Maybe get Danny Sims out there.
Barabo is everywhere. And another steal.
That was a bad pass by Mike.
Kazantis gets that pick.
It's getting a little bit more rambunctious out there,
Yep.
like last night, but
Krishevitz to Simino. Out to the 3-point shot for Kazantis. No good, but Killingly gets it right back, and let's start all over. 6-0. Killingly is going to take a timeout. And once again, so are we, Mr. Murch. 6-0 Killingly. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
And we are back here at Killingly High School. Mike the Murch and Mr. Mattson on camera.
I think we should make the logo on the road with Mike and the Merch.
I think we
Because
should.
that's what we're doing, is games, all the games on the road.
We'll be like the Grateful Dead, man. You know? See if people will follow us. Don't laugh. I got 96,000 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah. It's true. Inside the Barabo again. Even double coverage, and he turns, still gets the jumper, but Rude comes down with the rebound.
Got Suvanats and Merchant ready to come in over there by the scorer's table. And Gavin D'Amico.
They tried to go with a little bit more speed, but it's still not helping out.
Still having trouble finding the hoop. They just don't have that pure shooter.
That was Lucas Strain for 3. And the Wolverines can't buy a bucket.
3
But
minutes
they got
and
a steal
12
there.
seconds to
Steal
go,
there.
and they still haven't scored a point.
Mattson puts it up, no good.
Little floater. I thought that was going to fall, but
Just
did
short.
not.
Just short front rim. And who's there for the rebound? Yanni
Less than
Barabo.
3 minutes to go. 6-0 Killingly still.
No good on the 3 by Grishevitz.
Not
Or
good.
Simino. No good.
Not
And
good
it's out of
rebounding
bounds.
position either. He lost it again.
You're right. Just under 3 minutes to go. Griswold
Has
hasn't
not
scored a
scored.
point.
Nope.
Here comes, looks like wholesale changes for the Wolverines. You got Suvanats coming in, D'Amico, and Merchant. So they keep switching up the look,
Oh, he traveled. He traveled.
but they're going to give him the bucket. It's Barabo 8, Griswold nothing. 2.5 to go. Strain pops. Lucas gets the first points. And it took him 5.5 minutes to do it. There's a Baller out there, number 25, number 45. He's new in the game for Killingly.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. 3-point shot by Kazantis, no good. And is that going to be the first foul of the ball game? Yeah, it is. It's going to be on Kazantis, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. That's another thing, too. That's only the first foul in the entire ball game. 8-2. Killingly on top. And Merchant. Oh, unbelievable. But he gets his own rebound and puts it in.
Nice staying with the ball, Evan. Nice staying with the ball.
I mean, there's Barabo. He's in just about every play, either offensive or defensive. Gets the block, but great job by Merchant there. Yeah.
A little more defense.
Ooh, I thought he was going to pull up and pop for
too.
3.
Oh,
Suvanats threw into traffic onto to Jacob Strain, but
nice idea, but a little too tight there under the basket.
Yep. 8-4.
Yeah, Yanni 8 and Griswold 4. About a minute 10 left. 8-4, minute 10 the first quarter.
I think if they can find an answer to Barabo.
Yeah, it's going to be impossible. Ooh, that wasn't a good foul, Lucas.
Yeah. He knew it too.
Now, last night, if that same foul occurred by an East Lyme player, that would have not gotten called. And he would stand up and do the same thing again in the same sequence and still not be called.
Chris Mattson made a observation about there was a travel too. You see that? Griswold gets the ball back again.
Good move by Lucas there not to charge.
Suvanats to D'Amico, who traveled, and they didn't call it, so karma comes back at him. Suvanats puts it up no good, but he's going to get 2 shots at the line. That's on
45.
Baker. Hey, he's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
So Griswold trying to fight and scratch and claw to get back into this ball game. First one's back rimmed, no good for Suvanats. 8-4, 36.9 to go in the first. And he gets one of them. Looks like, I thought somebody called the timeout. 8-5. Wide open for 3, but no good was Trevin Russ.
Oh, nice pass.
Strain all by himself and gets
pass.
2.
Merch to Michael.
8-7. So the Wolverines on a 7-0 run after Killingley started the game with an 8-0
Down to 10
run.
seconds left. Grishevitz. Short. Oh. Wow. That was close. that there was close.
That sure was. All right, we're going to take a quick break after the first. 8-7, Killingley. It's a tight one. We're here at Killingley High School. Michael the Merch and Chris Mattson. Be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
Hey, I'm Jess, but you can call me the Tire Queen. For the best deals on tires, come and see me at Advanced Automotive on Route 138 in Griswold. Call me at 860-376-8687. But definitely don't talk to my dad. He's definitely not the Tire King.
And right now, Jess the Tire Queen has great deals and excellent service waiting for you at Advanced Automotive, Route 138, Griswold.
Tire Queen!
With regard to...
And we're back here at Killingley High School. You were saying?
I was just saying it's a whole different vibe tonight versus last night in East Lyme, where it was just so chaotic, hectic. Balls bouncing everywhere, knees hitting the floor, heads hitting other heads. It's more basketball-like tonight.
Yeah, last night was what do we call it? It was like a
pinball machine. Now, here in Killingley, they are obviously following the CIAC protocols of only home spectators are supposed to be in the stands tonight. But as opposed to last night at East Lyme, they are not limiting the number of spectators. At East Lyme, they limited the number of spectators to 4 per player. So 4 family members per player.
Merchant stops for 3. It doesn't fall. Dribbles with the rebound.
We actually have a pretty nice crowd here tonight.
They do.
Mike.
Killingley always has very good support for their athletic program. He says, why not? I'll take it. Griswold does, and no good.
And then he fouls. Frustration foul right there. And
so that is the third team foul on Killingly. Very, very few fouls in this ball game so far. And you know what? You talk about say, okay, well, are the refs just letting them play? Well, I don't know. It seems to be pretty clean so far.
No, it is clean.
Merchant sets a pick for Matson. He's not going to get very far in the middle like that.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, Tommy, going down low like that.
So he's just going to go outside and shoot three. No good. Merchant with the rebound. He's going to bring it out back to the top. Just left of the key and backs up a little bit. They're going to set it up once again.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh!
Goaltending. What a great pass by Merch to Michael Strain. That was pretty.
Wolverines take the lead for the first time, 9-8. And again, now the Wolverines are on a 9-0 run.
Kind of started like this in the JV game. Yeah, when I walked in tonight, the JVs were down by 8 or 9 points, and they came back and very respectable and ended up winning the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who that was on. Tommy?
Yes. It was on Matson. Griswold underneath the basket gets it to go.
It's his first two.
Michael tries to do a little reverse layup there. Killingly back. Little floater by Simino.
That was a nice shot down in the lane. Underhand floater, no less.
Here comes Killingly. 12-9. They are up by 3. 6 minutes to go in the half. Matson brings it down, trying to draw the foul. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it was off of Suvanats. Lucas is coming back into the game. Matson's going to take a seat.
6:03 left here in the second quarter. 12-9 Killingly. As you said, very few fouls. Killingly has 3. Griswold has 2. So no chance of a bonus anytime soon.
They tried to get this to Simino, but Strain was right there to intercept. And there's Merchant. He's going to drive the lane out to Suvanats. Looked like he was going to go for the 3. He's going to drive the lane. Going to kick it back out to Strain. And no good off the backboard.
Almost backboarded that one in.
Mm-hmm. So Jacob misses the 3. 12-9, still the score. But Russell's going to take that one as well. Bearable from the outside. It's going to front rim. Michael Strain with the rebound. Waits till everybody clears, and here we go.
Looking much more confident out there tonight than last night, Mike. They seemed like they were rattled the whole game. The whole game last night. But tonight's a whole different story.
Ball's going to get out of bounds. Bad pass over there by Lucas. Try to get it over to Merch. Not a lot of errors or unforced errors.
Had a few bad passes underneath the hoop, trying to make something happen, and not realizing that there's a defender very close by on both sides. Oh,
Baraball says, I'll take it. In and out. Wolverines get the rebound.
They've been rebounding better tonight than I've seen them rebound. It's a one shot and a good defensive rebound so far tonight.
They're just kind of cold from the floor. If they get that good backdoor pass, they're scoring well, but they can't get underneath. They're having a hard time shooting from the perimeter, which is pretty much what happened last night too. Which speaks to your point about they need more shooters.
Yeah. They need to be able to spread it out. I think they concentrate on Suvanants and Murch. The defense concentrates on them and kind of lets the others go a little bit because they don't have that second or third outside shooter that really can open things up.
Strain for 3. That would be Jacob. Layup is no good.
Oh, and they lost it out of bounds. That was Johnny Kazantzis lost that out of bounds.
Kazantzis went up, no good. Brought it to Griswold. He got the rebound, put it in, no good. No, it's Kyle Rude, his first time. Looks like Gavin D'Amico is going to be checking in too.
No, Christian Russell actually came in. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't know why I get Russell and Rude mixed up.
It's the Rurs, the Russell and the Rude. I think that's on Grishevitz.
I think you are correct. That's his first.
I think he tried to bite Evan's ankle over there when they were on the ground. He's a very, very active, aggressive ball player. I think he good baseball player too.
Double coverage on Christian Russell for a second. Suvanants hasn't been able to get a shot off the entire game. And Murch really has only got a couple himself. In traffic.
Ooh. Gavin
D'Amico puts it up.
Great
and
offensive rebound by Gavin D'Amico. Very nice putback. That's big. That's big. Those are the things they need. They need that guy underneath that can fight off and get those offensive rebounds and put them up and in.
Gavin's a tough kid.
Oh, very tough.
We talked to Coach Molesky last year about it. We asked him, who he felt is the most coachable on the team, and he said Gavin D'Amico. So
it's because Gav will do whatever you ask him to do. He's out there all for the team, and he's just a tough kid, as you said, and he spends a lot of time at the gym.
It was a clean block.
Yeah, it was.
All ball.
Jeff doesn't get blocked very often, but that was a good block.
14-11 Killingly.
2:09 to go.
You notice how they kind of
yeah, they quieted Yanni down, didn't they? And Gavin D'Amico's on him right now, and I think they a lot of pushing and shoving and holding down there, which is normal for under the hoop.
Yeah, they've been going to Dreamholtz a lot.
They might have just called one on Gav.
I think so, yeah.
Was that who it was?
That's exactly who it was.
Yeah, he's trying to manhandle Yanni down there a little bit, but that's what he does. That's what he's in for. It's Gav's first only. 152, 14-11 Killingly.
3-point shots by Kazantzis, and it goes. That gives Killingly a 6-point lead, 17-11.
That's the first 3-pointer of the night for either team, Mike.
Yeah.
And with only 1:37 left to go in the first half, so that's unusual. Griswold's got to get it back under this 6-point deficit for halftime. They want to get a little closer.
They're getting a lot of shots blocked underneath. Oh, that was really nice.
I thought Kazantzis was out of bounds when he threw it back in, but I'm on the other side of the court, perched up in the corner.
A lot of hustle there. And stolen right back. Here comes the Wolverines. Lucas almost shot another 3. They're 0 for 5.
45 seconds to go here, Mike.
0 for 5 in 3-point land.
We get this a little closer before halftime. That would be a little bit of a momentum builder. Down to 30 seconds.
Ooh,
be careful now. Be careful. Don't lose the ball.
Grishevitz.
Down to 20 seconds.
Little pick there by D'Amico.
Down to 10.
They can't get the ball inside at all.
Lucas got to do something real quick here. Down to 5.
And the shot did not count. That was some defense by the Killingly basketball team.
If we were playing in Berlin, that shot would have counted. I'm just saying.
All right, not a big scoring ball game, that's for sure. However, there's a lot of defense and kind of a good little story as Yanni Barabo came out of the gate, scored the first 8 points of the ball game, and then the Wolverines have pretty much shut him down since then.
Yeah, he's had several shots, had several open shots. Well, I don't say if anything is open down there on the floor, but had several shots and has not been able to get that, get where he started. He did have first 4 baskets. But if they can hold Yanni Barabo, they might be able to hold this Killingly team, because I'm not sure they have the horses, to carry this team without Yanni. Yanni's got to score.
We'll see what happens. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with some more. We'll see. Give a little chatter on what we thought about the first half in a minute. What do you think? Right back here on SNSN.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
The holidays are over and it's time to start paying the bills. Let Cash for Cars help you out by taking away that old jalopy in the backyard. You know, the one back there. Cash for Cars will tow away your cars, trucks, SUVs, and pay you $300 to $400 in cash. Blown up, no title or keys, they don't care. Call Cash for Cars, 860-373-2556, or shoot them a message on Facebook. Search Cash, the number 4, Cars. Cash, the number 4, Cars. And get paid now. Mike of the Merch here live at Killingly High School. We played one half of basketball. It hasn't been a high-scoring affair, Kevin, but definitely a defensive contest, and we saw that really with Killingly. Justin, really in the last minute and a half, they were not allowing the Wolverines to get inside at all to get that final shot of the half off. that would have been a nice little touch if Griswold could have scored one more basket or before going into the locker room. But hey, they're down 17-11. They know what they have to do in the second half. They have been, Griswold, I think, has been rebounding and playing better defense under the basket. Again, holding Yanni Barabo to the first 8 points of the game, I think it was. Wasn't it 8-0 or at least 6-0 or 8-2? But holding Yanni since that time, that's got to be a confidence booster right there, because that kid can play. He's a very good player, offense, defense, smart, knows the game. So the Griswold team is staying in the game here. But you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it when you're scoring 7 points in the first and 4 in the second.
Yeah.
It's not. You're not going to win any games that way.
Griswold has had the tendency over the first few games to play better in the second half, although going back to the first game against Putnam, that wasn't necessarily the case. But again, they didn't have their full team then. But against Berlin and against East Lyme, they came out in the third quarter. I think Coach Molesky puts a little fire under them, and they came out in the third quarter in both of those games and seemed to have played much better. So we'll see what happens here in the third quarter. And again, this is an important game because in the ECC, both of these teams are in Division 3. Killingly is already 1-0 in Division 3, and Griswold is 0-0. They have not played in the ECC Division 3 team yet. So for Killingly to go up 2-0 and Griswold 0-1 would not be great, but for Griswold to get their first win in Division 3 would be great.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. the rest of the season. It's kind of a wonky season the way it started because so many games got postponed, and the schedule is going to be very, very backloaded in the second half of the season.
Just between yesterday and today, I mean, I can't remember a basketball team playing consecutive games, both away, no less.
Exactly.
So this is kind of a tough little turnaround. And, looking ahead to Friday, playing St. Bernard's, at least they're home. This is Griswold now. At least they're home against St. Bernard's. But St. Bernard's is they're just steamrolling. They've got a dynamite team. And Friday night is going to be a tough one for the Wolverines.
St. Bernard's, absolutely.
I believe they're 6-0 at the moment.
And not going to stop anytime soon.
No.
Not at all. They've got a hell of a starting five. We are live here at Killingley High School. Mike Minarski, Kevin Merchant, and Chris Matson on the camera. This game is being brought to you in part by the Burns Agency in Dayville and in Norwich. Find them on the web, burnsagency.com. You'll buy better at Burns. Find out why by going to burnsagency.com. They're in Dayville and in Norwich. Thank you very much for sponsoring high school basketball right here on SNSN.
Reliable plumbing and heating services are just a phone call away when you contact the professionals at McGuire Plumbing and Heating in Fallontown. Family owned for more than 35 years, McGuire Plumbing and Heating has earned a reputation by providing accurate quotes and being open and honest when on the job, plus giving honest advice that may be needed down the road but isn't an immediate concern today. Find McGuire Plumbing and Heating on Facebook or call 860-376-3388. Look for the big truck with the little Irish.
And we are back at Killingley High School. We are broadcasting, of course, as always, from the Griswold Pride broadcast booth. Boy, what a plush and comfortable.
What a nice setup we got, right?
Broadcast booth that Griswold Pride has set up for us. Did you like your lobster thermidor that they sent?
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
It was absolutely delicious. I really did like the filet mignon on the side too, as a side dish.
And corn. Not only that, but they sent up some spritzers, non-alcoholic, of course. Because you can't go to doing a high school game drunk,
So last night, when we were discussing the difference between merch and the merch.
Yeah.
So merch is Evan, and supposedly the merch is me.
No, not supposedly. You are.
Oh.
The merch.
And I mentioned
you are in my phone, my contact list as the merch.
And I mentioned that people confuse us all the time because I'm so agile, like merch is. He's pretty agile and pretty athletic. And I said I was, and I told you that I actually tripped and fell twice just trying to set up my laptop. And
you are fluid like a melted butter.
And my wife, Lori, believed that. She said, "So you fell down last night setting up your laptop?" I said, No. I said, that was supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be a joke. That's the comedian in me. And but she actually thought that I tripped and fell going into the gym with my laptop. So,
are you clumsy at her?
Well, can be.
Yeah.
Can be. Yeah, every once in a while.
I'm quite the klutz myself, so I really am. I don't really fall down, but I'll drop stuff.
Just
I'll knock into things that I don't want to.
That you don't intend to, yeah.
I gotta be honest though. Really up here where we're sitting here at Killingley High School, Kevin Marcoux has this thing set up. He's the athletic director here in Killingley.
Also the golf coach.
And the golf coach. If you take a look at the bleachers, right? Look at the table. The table's on one bleacher or one seat, and behind it, you know what those are?
You got these little steps.
They're stair steppers that you would exercise on.
Oh yeah, Reebok. That's pretty good.
And
it's perfect.
Perfectly our table.
We're actually in a nice spot. The folks here, Kevin, very hospitable, very welcoming, and They really help out and try to do whatever they can to let us do the broadcast. And the Wolverines had quite the discussion in the locker room because there's only 30.6 seconds to go
And they're just
in
coming
the
back.
intermission, and they're not even going to get any practice shots. They're coming back and going right to the bench. So I got a feeling Coach Molesky had a little bit to say in that locker room today.
We'll have to see what happens when they come out. I'm interested to see who they're going to put on the floor right out of the gate in the third, because Molesky tried to switch it up a bunch of different times in the first half. Couldn't seem to find a scoring combination or nothing that he liked.
They had this little run where they actually went ahead. I think they went ahead by a point or so, or it came within a point, and then they drop back again. So we'll see.
Actually, they were up by one, were they?
I think they were up by one. But
then Killingly came back. Yeah, they were up 9-8. They went on a 9-0 run. I remember after the 8-0 run for Killingly.
so we have the original starting five in there right now, Mike. That'd be Michael and Jacob Strain, Tommy Matson, Evan Merchant, and Jeff Suvanants, or Jack, whoever you want to call him. Woo. Grishevitz almost got bean there.
All right, so here we go. Second half action just underway at Killingly High School.
17-11 Killingly.
Very
right
low
now.
scoring affair. Very low scoring. Barabo to Kazantis, goes all the way down to the baseline, but it looks like it's going to be stolen almost.
Nice play by
And
Merchant.
They did.
Good way, Evan.
Merch sliding on the floor to get that, to pass it over to Strain. See, you can say Strain all the time, and you're probably you're going to be right.
It's going to be right 60% of the time.
Yeah. Michael to the hoop, blocked by Drevolds.
Not quite.
And they're calling Barabo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They did call Yanni on that.
That's his first. So Michael's going to have a couple here. You can win and lose games at the free throw line, that's for sure. And he misses the first.
Michael hit some very clutch free throws. What happened? Somebody step in the lane?
I think so. Lane violation.
Michael hit some really clutch free throws up in Berlin there a week and a half ago, or so, to tie the game with 1.8 seconds to go. Score remains 17-11 Killingly. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
3-point attempt by Dreepoltz. No good. They're going to get it back. Well, Dreepoltz gets it again.
That's Grishevitz.
That's Grishevitz, and that's right. He sinks it for three. 20-11. 9-point lead for Killingly. This has always been a tough place to play for Griswold for some reason. Michael, it looks like just a
nice drive, but he was out of control when he made the shot. I was thinking he was hoping he was going to get fouled, but
Kazantis puts up for three, no good. Two of the Strains fighting for the
Jacob
rebound.
Ends up getting that rebound. Somebody's got to put it in the hoop here.
Merchant for three.
Nope,
no
too
good.
Long.
Suvanach looks like he
had the rebound, and Yanni stole it from him. Just had this long scoring drought here for Griswold. Nice steal by
they tried to get
Michael.
into Barabo, but they've really contained Barabo. No look pass to Merchant, almost got away from him. Merchant for three. Yes, there you go. Merch. It's his first three of the ball game. Matter of fact,
It's only the, I think, third 3 of the whole game.
that's the first 3 for Griswold. 20-14. Three-point shot by Kazantis.
No, I think that was Simino. That was number 1, I think. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was Kazantis. It was Simino.
Jeez, I can't seem to get my players right.
Pretty sure.
Well, if you're going to trade 3s for 3 for 3s.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
No. But here we are, 5 minutes to go in the third. It's a low-scoring affair. If you like defense, this is your game. This is definitely your game. 23-14, Killingly leads. And during each break, we're getting some entertainment from the Killingly cheerleaders. They got some tumblers doing back handsprings. They've been doing it all night.
That's
They're
because
really
they've
good.
all gone to Deary's Gymnastics for so long.
Look at that.
You know, up here in Killingly, Danielson, if they are still in Danielson to Killingly. And you also commented on Kevin Marcoux's choice of music. Because he does seem to oversee the music selection, which is more our style, Michael.
Oh, absolutely. I had brought another water up. I don't know what the heck I did with it. Yeah.
So 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Killingly up by 9, 23-14 over the Griswold Wolverines. And as you said, they can't trade baskets. They've got to score some points and then make some stops in order to get back in this game.
Tommy Matson brings it down. They're watching Suvanants. Tommy wants to take a 3, but couldn't get open. Just like his brother, CJ. CJ could shoot the 3 all day long. Murch for 3. Hit it. Killingly doesn't want Murch to get into a rhythm. Murch has got 8.
He can score in bunches. We've seen that last year and sometime this year. Oh, you got to rebound that, Jacob.
Killingly with the rebound. Barabo for 3. No good.
Yanni's just not on tonight.
Suvanants with the rebound. Yeah, ooh. Murch is going to pull up again.
Nope, short.
Just short. Killingly with the rebound. Here comes Grisevitz. Kicks it out to Barabo. Out to Simino. On over to the corner.
Kazantis makes a nice move.
Yanni. There he is.
Yeah. He gathered that one up and put it back up and in.
Yanni hasn't scored since the first. He has 10. He leads all scorers, and he hasn't scored since the first. I'm going to call a jump ball on that.
Oh, good. Not sure who possession that is.
It's Griswold's on the jump ball. Christian Russell back into the ball game.
Jacob's just having a little trouble finding that shooting touch so far this year. It's a little bit off. It'll come, though, because that kid can shoot.
Russell can shoot, too, but that wasn't even close.
That was not a good shot. Not when you just come in the game.
But Strain gets the rebound.
Nope.
Kind of forced it.
They almost short armed it. Didn't it look like it? It wasn't a nice, clean shot.
Both those shots, actually, were not good shots for
I
the
thought
Wolverines.
Christians might have been tipped, but maybe not. Not sure. But coming in the game cold and then just taking a three-pointer. Great move by Yanni.
Yeah. They're going to get that shot all day long.
Yeah, he can.
If he's going to be available down in the paint like that, he's going to bank him in all day. 27-17, Killingly up on Griswold. Yanni Barabo showing why he is the stud of Killingly High School. He's got 12 points. We'll be back in a second right here on SNSN.
Hey, I'm Jess, but you can call me the Tire Queen. For the best deals on tires, come and see me at Advanced Automotive on Route 138 in Griswold. Call me at 860-376-5555. 8687. But definitely don't talk to my dad. He's definitely not the Tire King.
And right now, Jess the Tire Queen has great deals and excellent service waiting for you at Advanced Automotive, Route 138, Griswold.
Tire Queen!
Welcome back to Killingley High School. Mike Menarche, Kevin Merchant, and Chris Matson.
You mentioned earlier, Mike, that it's been a clean game, and it has. We only had there's just a little less than 3 minutes left to go to third quarter. We only had one foul in the second half so far, and neither team hit the bonus in the first half.
Merchant looking for an open lane, no good as he. Oh, look at that by Michael Strain.
Ooh,
Puts
no
it up.
foul. Wow, I thought Yanni kind of clobbered him on that.
But they let him go, and I don't think anybody knows who's got the ball.
Yeah, I think it was
Griswold.
I think they tried to make up for it by giving the Griswold the ball because I thought Yanni fouled on that one.
Christian Russell stops.
I got a feeling Coach Molesky told him to shoot because they need somebody to shoot the ball. They need somebody to hit it in the hole.
Barabo gets it to come down to his arms, and here comes Killingley again, trying to expand on that 10-point lead. 27-17, just over 2 to go in the third. Boy, nice by Merchant, nice steal.
Nice steal by Evan.
Strain puts it up.
They cannot. They just
can't get anything
to
drop.
Can't shoot.
And Dreebhol's all alone.
Yep, can't shoot, and then you don't get back on defense. That'll kind of kill you.
And then Lucas Strain threw it far right of Christian Russell. He couldn't get it, and they're going to go back right to Killingley as Gavin D'Amico is going to come in, as is Tommy Mounson. As Christian Russell sits down, as well as Lucas Strain.
And Jacob come in for Merch too.
Oh yeah. There's they pretty much kept the same rotation on Killingley. Have you noticed that? They have only subbed out 1 or 2 players. They didn't call one over and back because it was tipped by Strain.
Tell you what, every time Yanni gets that ball,
there was good coverage.
That should have been called a travel because when you're standing up and you go down with it, that's a travel.
Barabo gets it out to Dreebholz. He's going to get it for 3 and hit it. 32-17. Little pump fake there by Matson.
Oh,
Subanac just gets
just lost the ball. Just going to the hoop. I thought he might have traveled, but didn't quite matter because they got the ball anyway.
I did too, but it looks like it was very awkward the way he was going.
42 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Griswold has scored 6 points in the third quarter, 2 threes by Merch.
What do you call it? Carry there on Barabo?
Not sure what happened.
32-17. Killingley has opened up a 15-point lead. D'Amico tries to kick it out to Strain, and they are just throwing behind each other. That play right there, Michael Strain was going to his left. The ball went to his right, and he just couldn't go back.
Very frustrating to watch because we've seen these kids play together for several years now, and it looks like they're playing together for the first time. That's what's frustrating and actually disappointing because it looks like they're a new team rather than a team that's been playing for 4 or 5 years together, 5 years, 6 years, even more. They just don't look like they're in sync like they always have in the past.
You know how there's some baseball teams that just, no matter how good they are.
Uh-oh. I think that was on.
Number 45.
Yeah,
That was
I
on
think
Baker.
that was on Baker.
But what? Yep, that's his second foul.
Nope. Holy crap. Shouldn't have said that on the.
That's all right. That's all right.
I don't think it would have gone, but that was a pretty good attempt for a full court shot right there.
That was. Well, Merch, we've played 3. And Killingly is in full control of this one. 32-17. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Did you know that Allstate Insurance, the Trahan agency, has 2 offices now, Plainfield and East Lyme, and that's good news for you since Kevin Trahan has been in the insurance business for well over a quarter of a century. Plus, he's easy to find. Just search in any browser, Kevin Trahan, Allstate Insurance, and when you get to his Facebook page, you'll find tons of helpful information on questions you may not even have thought to ask. Allstate Insurance, Trahan Agency, Plainfield and East Lyme, proud sponsor of Griswold Youth Football.
And we are back. Did you see the picture of that guy in that ad? Right
I
there?
did not. Was it Kevin Trahan?
He was the best looking man in all of insurance.
Oh, tell you what, Michael. Looking down
I say
this
it every time his ad plays.
looking down this score sheet, it's pretty
Bad.
pretty dismal here when you look at Griswold. Evan Merchant has 8 points, and let me see. Michael Strain has 4, and then it goes to Lucas and Gavin, who have 2. And then Jeff Suganotz, the leading scorer, has 1 point through 3 quarters.
So Baraball got hacked underneath. And that's going to be on
Tommy
Points.
The smallest guy fouls the biggest guy.
Well, you know.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it. Might as well be Tommy.
13 points right now for Baraball. Leads everyone. Dreebolds tries to put it back in after the missed attempt by Baraball. But Griswold gets it back. 16-point lead.
Nope, too long.
That was from Versailles.
Yeah,
Maybe Attawagan. I'm not sure. The Twin Cities of Attawagan and Belleville. Barabo just inside the free throw
that
line.
was halfway down. It came back out. Ooh, nice follow by Jeff.
Subanot's just, I thought he was going to get a goaltend for a minute. But Merchant, he's going to get fouled. Looks like, was it Yanni?
Gushevitz, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm just going to shut my mouth.
No, don't do that. We'd have silence on the air.
It's like Sean Garvin. Going to check in a minute for the Wolverines. Merch for 2 at the line. Here's number 1.
Ooh, could
Front
see
rim.
that one was short. Yeah, nothing will go in the hoop.
Jacob's going to take a seat, and Sean Garvin is in. Sean can he can shoot the 3-point shot. And he hits the second. Merch has 9. Leading scorer for the Wolverines. Kazantis for 3. No good. Michael Strain with the rebound out to Subanotz, and he's going to try to go to the hoop. And look at that. Almost a dipsy-doo dunkaroo. No good. It was channeling my inner Dick Vitale. Give him the rock, baby.
Ooh.
Nice.
Boy, I thought that was a... Ooh.
Another nice block. They're going to call it jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Wolverines.
Hey, they can use it. They can use every possession they can get right now. 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go to make up a...
15 points. It's 4th in California. Wolverines have to stop getting themselves in these holes. Nice backdoor cut to Merchant and got him.
Nice pass by Tommy Matson. Nice assist right there. Evan gets 2 more.
See, now, Tommy Matson made that play happen.
Oh, absolutely. That give and go. Merchant did it with Michael Strain first half. Beautiful give and go.
Well, kick out to Simino for 3, no good, but they get the rebound back. Brashevitz on over to Kazantis. Simino to Barabo, and he's going to put it up. No good.
And
they get it again.
One that Yanni doesn't usually miss.
And Brashevitz.
Yeah, it did go out of bounds, I think. Again, they can use every possession they can get without killingly scoring. So
33-20.
We got Sean Garvin in the game.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he can shoot the 3. I've seen him in the JV contest. He can launch them.
Yeah, they can't.
Timeout.
They can't be stalling out there. They got 5 minutes to go and make up 13-point deficit. They got to get on their horses and score some points.
Was that comment indicative of this country and western song that's in the background?
Could be.
Get on their horses.
You know how I am.
Hey, I like both styles, country and western. What?
That's a lie?
I'm not a fan.
I know.
Every time I listen to country music, I get depressed. I really do. You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to send me a playlist of some upbeat country songs.
You had a great playlist of country songs back in September. If you weren't listening to them as you were playing them, then that's your own fault.
Well, actually, I had a professional make it for me, so.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So I can't take credit for that playlist, that's for sure.
Just sat there and sipped your wine.
I don't think I had an adult beverage that
No,
day.
I don't think so either.
No.
Because you don't want to mess up. That's why.
Oh, I mess up more when I'm not having adult beverages. Believe me.
All right, 5 minutes and 4 seconds. Killingly up 33-20. Yeah, a little disappointing, I think, for the Wolverines because I think they thought they were going to bounce back from last night's disaster and do something really good. They're just struggling. They are just struggling.
Suvanats. Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger. Strain for 3.
Jacob, that's who we want to see. Jacob can hit those shots.
Those are his first points of the game. Leads down to 10. This lead is not insurmountable. Look at that. To Murch. He's going to go
no
for the
foul
rebound.
there, huh? Come on.
But Suvanats,
Jeff.
That's all right. Strain comes down with the rebound. Kicked off of Barabo. Going to go right back to the Wolverines.
Jeff had a bunny right there.
2 shots. 2 shots that should have gone.
Yep.
One of them should have gone.
I thought Murch might have been fouled, but they didn't call it. So, part of the game.
And that's the kind of game it's been for the Wolverines. They can't get the shots to drop. Except for that one. Another 3 by Merchant.
It's Evans' third 3 of the second half. So 33-26. You're right. This is not insurmountable. They just got to play some defense now. Make some stops.
14 for Merchant.
Oh. That was a great play.
Nice play to get the ball to Kazantis. 35-26. Up by 9.
Jacob.
For 3.
Now
Count
he's
it.
on. There you
Here
go,
we
Jacob.
go.
That's the Jacob strain I know.
Lead is now 6. So the Wolverines are
Three-
chipping away.
3:30 left. 3:30 left in the ball game. Kazantzis is getting himself all wide open and just driving to the hoop. I don't know what's going on there, but there's a little defensive lapse somewhere on that Wolverine.
Well, if you're going to
side
go
of the
ahead
court.
and watch, and have 2 people babysitting Barabo, somebody's going to get open. And that's what they've been doing with Kazantzis, who has a couple of buckets here. The last 2 buckets that he got, really, he was just wide open. 37-29. The Wolverines have cut 6. They've trimmed 6 points off of that lead in the last minute and a half.
That's two threes by Jacob Strain and a 3 by Murch.
Hardly any fouls called in this ball game.
Yeah.
There was 8 fouls in the first half between both teams.
Only 4 here in the second.
Exactly.
With 3 minutes, 21 seconds to go.
So this is as clean as a game as it gets. I mean, a lot of times, especially at this level, when you're down underneath and there's a block, usually somebody's getting it on the hands.
Yeah.
These have been all ball. I mean, we're right here. We're seeing it. I mean,
And this
clean
wasn't
blocks.
like last night where there should have been 24 fouls called and they called 3.
Yeah.
I think the refs are doing a great job out here. Not letting they're letting the kids play, but they're not overdoing it with foul calls.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Here we go with the Wolverines. They've been hitting some threes in the last few minutes. And there's Merchant for 3. Count it. There we go.
This is where Murch can kind of take over sometimes when he gets on a roll. That's 17 for Evan. Leads all scorers.
Lead is down to 5. Under 3 to go. Wolverines need a stop right here.
Oh,
That's
nice.
stolen.
Michael stepped in the lane and stole that.
And he got it.
That's Lucas.
3-point lead. People, if you're clicking off this game right now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, maybe Family Ties is on something, but this is a very exciting ball game as the Wolverines are closing that gap. They have closed 10 points.
Yeah.
They're on a 12-2 run right now. So you were go ahead.
No, I was going to say 37-34, 2:28 to go. It's as exciting as they can get, Michael.
Merchant has 9 points in this quarter alone. We were talking about how they had been cold all game. Now, all of a sudden, the Wolverines have kind of perked up. They've got 4 3-point buckets, 2 by Jacob, 2 by Murch. So just in this, and Murch has 4 overall. And they're getting into a little bit of a rhythm.
Yeah, Evan has 15 here in the second half.
Yeah, you're right. He hit a 2-point bucket in the first, didn't score at all in the second.
It. The team didn't score almost in the second.
Yeah, that's true. They only got 4 points. All right, here we go. 2:25 to go. Killingly 37, Griswold 34.
Oh, Jeff Sumanats makes a steal.
He's going to go up to the bucket and dunk! Slamming it home is Sumanats. 1-point lead. Barabo for 3. No good. Strain comes down with the rebound.
And gets fouled.
And he gets fouled.
By Griswold. I believe. 22.
Yep, that is Griswold.
They have a chance to take the lead, Michael.
Yeah.
Minute 50 to go. 150 to go. 37-36 Killingly.
We just said 2 minutes ago.
It was 13 points of games out of, or 15 points. 15 points, games out of reach. Don't try to do too much. That's all. Oh, Jeffrey.
On the line. It's going to go back to Killingly.
Murch had him under the hoop. Just couldn't complete that play. 1:36 to go.
We're going to keep it right here through all timeouts, depending on how many there are. Bearable, look at that.
I thought he traveled.
Triple coverage,
He traveled.
and they got him.
He traveled, I think.
3-point lead for Killingly. Jeff going to drive the lane, take a little shot. No good. Killingly has the rebound. Griswold brings it down. Bearable almost loses it.
A minute to go. Minute and 2. I think that was Lucas Strain that fouled.
You are correct, sir. So that's only the second team foul for Griswold in the whole second half.
101, 3-point lead by Killingly, 39-36.
And if you wonder, this is a barn burner, well, the JV game was the same thing. As a JV game, Griswold came on top 47-46 as Killingly just happened to miss a shot at the... What's on? Is that Gavin? Yeah. Gavin D'Amico picks up his second foul.
That's on Jacob.
That's Jacob. So they've picked up 3 quick fouls. Both teams have 4.
I think that's on Michael. I told you, they're so competitive. Nobody's going to get ahead of anybody in anything, including fouls. Yep, and Michael.
$53.8. Timeout, Killingly.
Aye, Mike.
I need a sip of water here. How's the ticker?
Woo.
Did you know it was going to get like this when you signed up for this?
I didn't, Mike. But this is exciting. Us old guys, we can't take too much of this.
No.
Gonna have to use some of your money and get a defibrillator.
Oh yeah.
And keep it in your backpack there.
Yeah, because I'm loaded.
That's all right. I just take my salary from you and I'll buy one. How's that?
Well, I'm gonna double your salary tonight.
No, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's two nights in a row away from home, not usual for me. So I think doubling is fair, very fair.
It is.
Well, boy, we'll see what Wolverines can do here on defense. 39-36. They got to make a stop, and they got to get down there and maybe a quick 2. They don't need to get a 3. They don't need to tie it up, but they do need a quick 2.
But they definitely
play some more defense.
They definitely need to stop right here, right now.
You got 5 team fouls, so
make it 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure which strain that was, but
was it Michael?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it was Michael. That's Michael's 3rd, I think. Does that sound right, Mike?
No.
Oh, no. Sorry.
And that one's on Lucas. Now that's 3 on Lucas. And now they're in the bonus. So Grishevitz is going to be at the line for 2. Or 1 and 1.
Oh, that's a good one. There we go.
And the Wolverines get the ball back.
44 seconds. No, they got fouls to give. They have 3 fouls to give. So Kazantzis is listening to his coach over there.
That's not a bad foul. I mean, really.
No, stop the momentum.
Yeah. I'm not so sure there was really a lot of momentum on that play.
Well, they made us.
Look at that cut right into too hard.
Jacob.
And he's down hard.
Bounced it off the. Oh no.
He's grabbing his leg.
That's not a good
They're going to
sign.
call an injury timeout.
Jacob kind of had, I think, more of the basket than he thought he did, and tried to draw the foul, and Yanni did not foul him, and Jacob just bounced it off the backboard a little too hard, but he's up, so that's very gingerly.
But he is up.
Going right to the locker room, I think. No, I guess not. Aye.
So it looks like they called a foul on Suvenance. Yeah.
Well, I think.
So here's Simino at the line, and he hits the first. It now makes it a 2-possession ball game, 40-36.
Yeah, 37.6 seconds to go.
No good, and Killingly gets the ball right
no
back.
Traveling there, huh? That's kind of unbelievable.
Puts it up, and good. That right there could be the dagger. And a block by Kazantis underneath, but I think they're going to call a foul.
Is that on Lucas? No.
No,
Michael?
it's like Kazantis.
Oh, excuse me. It's on them.
Yeah, that's Kazantis' third. So Lucas is going to shoot 2. Jacob Strain's on the sidelines, just kind of whacking his calf a little bit. It looks like he's okay. Gavin D'Amico looking to check in. He'll come in after this first attempt by Lucas. And misses the first. D'Amico back in. Russell out of the game, back onto the bench.
24.3 seconds, Killingly up 42-36. Another.
And Griswold gets the rebound.
Nope.
But they miss the other shot, and Barabo gets it. Now they're going to have to foul, if anything. They called a jump ball on that. It's possession arrows to Killingly. So 14.7 to go.
Boy, they made it interesting here, but I don't know if they can finish this off.
Merch all over Barabo.
I think that's Evan's first foul today.
It is. Number 1.
Which is kind of unusual for him.
So Barabo's going to shoot 1 and 1. In the next foul, they'll be in the double bonus. Ball's out of bounds. I think it was off of Drevolts. 12.2.
Aye.
And the Wolverines are going to call a timeout.
2 possessions, Michael. I don't know.
I would hate to see this be a year for the Wolverines where they just can't bring in and close the game out. They did the same thing with Berlin.
They did.
They came in at the last moment, tied it up, and then they lost it on the
they were
final
ahead
shot.
last night by 6 points in the fourth quarter.
And they couldn't close it. Now they came in, they were only down by 3, and then all of a sudden it seems to fall
And some of this is more mental than physical.
Oh, yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
mindset. It's the mindset that we're going to win this game. Not I hope we win this game. We're going to win this game. I'll do whatever it takes to win this game. And it just doesn't seem like they're there yet. And again, this is the 4th game of the season. This is Killingly's 7th game of the season. 3 games difference. Maybe that makes a difference. I'm not sure. But the Wolverines have some work to do. They have some work to do, and I think some of it is confidence and mental as much as it is physical.
Absolutely. We do want to thank a couple of folks that did send in a donation towards the broadcast tonight. We certainly appreciate it. These games really, large part, are supported by our viewers that watch these games. Unfortunately, like for example, and it was kind of unfortunate, I was asked tonight, are you going to do the JV and the freshman game? And I said, unfortunately, no, we're not. And I had to explain why. And I hate saying that. I would love to cover them all.
Yeah.
I'd cover every game. Here come the Wolverines. It's under 10 seconds to go. Strain to the hoop, no good. Here comes the rebound by Barrowbo, and he gets fouled. 3.4 to go, that's it. That's going to be the ball game.
I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, no, I thought it looked like he was lining up for a technical, but
So they're in a double bonus now. So Yanni gets 2 shots, hits the first one.
it's academic at this point.
Oh, yeah. Gives him 18 on the night.
Make it 20. He gets the follow-up, gets his own rebound, and gets his last bucket. 45-36 is your final score.
You know, that was kind of epitomizes the whole night right there, kind of where you have one shooter on the foul line.
Yeah.
You've got 2 rebounders on the opposite team, and the shooter gets the rebound and puts it back up and in. That kind of exemplifies the evening.
And I would. It just seems like so far that this year's Griswold Wolverines are just having a really hard time closing the victory. And I agree with you that we can sit here and play armchair quarterback all day long. We're not out on the court, and we're, everything's really happening. But it seems like they get so close and all of a sudden it stops.
Yeah, I can't explain it any better than that. They just are not finishing. Yeah. And
so let's take a look at the scoring for tonight. I'm going to add it all up here. Okay. Lucas Strain with 4, Jacob with 6, Michael Strain with 4. Gavin D'Amico had 1 bucket in the second, so he had 2 points. Jeff Suvenant, or is the PA announcer here at Killingly, Jack Suvenant. He had a free throw in the first, and then he had slam dunk in the fourth, and that was indicative of that. Oh no, are we still in? Oh no, we're not done yet. No, we're still on audio. We're not on video though.
There's nothing left to see here, Mike.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway,
nothing left to see.
Okay.
Yeah, when Jeff hit that dunk, it seemed like there's the momentum. That's what they needed. They needed somebody to come up and step up, and I thought from there they were on a roll, and they were going to turn around and maybe squeak this game out, and then it just turned the opposite way again. And Jeff, their leading scorer, only had 3 points tonight. Just averaging 12.7. He only had 8 points against East Lyme last night, so he's fallen off a little bit from his first two games of 15 points each. down to 3 tonight, which they need him to score. They need Jacob Strain to score, who finally hit a couple of threes because we know he can shoot the three. But Evan with 17 points, that's almost half the points tonight of 36. Yeah. He cannot, he cannot just
can't rely
take
on
this
one person.
Yeah, you cannot. A team means team. It doesn't mean this one guy is going to carry you all the time.
Even Michael Jordan wasn't. He had a lot of people around him.
And as soon as the reputation gets out that he's getting 17 points, guess what? Double team, triple team. He's gonna have somebody to throw the ball to. So a couple other guys have to step up. And again, maybe Jacob is back on point with a couple of 3-pointers tonight. Maybe that'll kick him in gear a little bit. But Jeff needs to score more underneath. That's what he's strong at. That's why he's made this big change from being a reserve guard to a kid who can rebound and put the ball back up and in.
As far as Killingly and scoring, Simino had 6. Johnny Kazantis with 7. Grishevich, as active as he was, he only had 3 points.
Yeah.
Very active on defense. Driepholz had 9, also very active on defense. But for a while, they were able to contain Barabo for a while. But then the fourth came up, and he had 8 points in the fourth. Pretty much the same amount. Well, that's the same amount he had in the first. Second and third, they pretty much kind of
they did.
They took care of him. They were on him double team, sometimes even triple team, and he only got 4 points between the second and third. But he led all scorers with 20. But you could make the same argument with Killingly. If Barabo's not going to score, what happens?
Yeah, that Kazantis I thought played very well tonight. I thought Driebholz played very well tonight. Yeah, but you could. I mean, they are depending on that one guy a little bit, more. But there's just a lot to this game, and it's not as easy as we maybe make it sound that it is, because it's not. And these kids from Griswold just have to keep
on keeping
away.
on.
Yeah, they got to just keep working at it. And I think
we keep forgetting
happen.
it. They've only played 4 games.
I think it'll happen. And they're all juniors too. There's they don't have that couple of senior leaders out there that a lot of these teams have. Last night in East Lyme, their 3 tri-captains were all seniors.
Right.
And again, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be a good ball player as a junior. But there's just something that they're struggling with, and something that they're missing right now. And again, I think they'll find it. They've gone through 4 games now, but I think they'll find that they're 1-3, which is not where they wanted to be. But,
speaking of wanting to be where you want to be, we're going to be here again tomorrow night.
Oh, with the girls.
We have a girls' game tomorrow night, Killingly against Griswold.
Just leave everything right here. Just put a little sheet over it so nobody sees it.
I don't think they would like that, because I think they're trying to collapse the.
Oh, we might be next.
Bleachers. Yeah, I think we're making them mad because we haven't left yet.
Oh, well, we should probably.
I don't think so. Yeah. All right, so that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. The final score 45-36, Killingly over Griswold. We'll be on the air once again tomorrow night. Griswold against Killingly, girls contest right here from Killingly High School. For the Merch, Kevin Merchant and Christopher Mattson on camera. I'm Mike Minarski. Thank you very much, everyone. And we hope you enjoyed the ball game, and we will see you next time.